What's up, everybody? I'm Doggie Diamonds. You are now watching Doggie Diamonds TV. And if you're here from TikTok, Instagram, X, or Facebook, I salute you. I'm thirsty as hell. Anyway, I was scrolling through the internet and I came across XXL.com and it was talking about 50 Cent's bad reaction to, well, his reaction to Ice Cube, War of the Worlds, bad review. And I'm gonna be real with you. I tried to watch it prior to this. I tried to watch it last week sometime on my little. Well, let's just say I watched it. I ain't gonna tell you how I watched it, but I watched some of it, and it was really, really bad. But I was scrolling the post, as you can see, as I'm doing in front of you. As I was scrolling, I came across something that was interesting to me. And it says, see the most disrespectful hip-hop song and mixtape cover art ever. And I didn't pay attention to this before, how disrespectful some of this artwork was. So I thought it would be dope to share with y'all. Shout out to XXL for providing this. And it says, which artwork is the most disrespectful? And this is Rick Ross Champagne Moments, BBL Drizzy hashtag. And this was directed at Drake, as you know. I remember this one. I don't remember this one. Chris Brown, Weakest Link, directed at Quavo. He eating a glizzy right there? It's nasty work. And then Quavo responded with overholes in B words, directed at Chris Brown. Is that him choking Chris Brown somewhere? I guess so. Let's continue. I remember this. G-Unit Radio Part 21, Hate It or Love It, Verse 1. This was allegedly gained in a stripper's. Anyway, that was that. I remember this one as well. Remy Ma Sheetha with the Barbie doll all broke up. Directed at Nicki Minaj. It's funny with the whole Barbie thing, although Nicki is known for it. Didn't like Little Kim do that first in How Many Licks video? Wasn't she changing into a Barbie? Just something to think about. We remember this one as well. They was kind of like, they might not even monetize this video now because of this and stuff. But remember Pusha T, Story of Adidon, directed at Drake. Because you know what is ill about this? Unlike these other ones being artwork, and this is, alleged, but like these being artwork, this is a real picture. This one is a real picture, so this kind of like, this was deep. This is a real picture. But I think they be trying to any of us who covered this, I remember them just not monetizing our video. This one was fire too. This was, Robert Ass is Dead. The cockroach burial. This was fire. The artwork was better than the actual disc. Shout out to paperchasers.com too. This is from there. I don't remember this one. Quavo, Ice, Trey, featuring Little Yachty, directed at Joe Budden. Y'all remember this? I don't remember this one. Maybe this is around the Bad and Bougie time. I do not remember that. Push-Ups, directed at Kendrick Lamar, The Weeknd, Future, Rick Ross, and Metro Boomin from Drake. I never saw artwork for this. I never saw artwork. I don't even know what that. Maybe y'all could break down what it means. They're saying he's a size 7 in shoes or whatever. If that's the case, how does it correlate with all of them? Maybe y'all could explain it. I wouldn't know. Kool Moe D. This is definitely a throwback. How You Like Me Now. This is when him and LL Cool J was beefing. I don't know if you see the Kango, LL Kango is under the Jeep Wrangler tie. This one Jeep Wrangler is still fire. We ain't gonna say when they was fire. Jeep Wrangler always remind me of New Jack City too. They was in the Jeep Wrangler and it was a dope Jeep Wrangler. They used to ride around in my hood. They used to have Malcolm X and Martin Luther King pictures on the the fifth wheel. But this is How You Like Me Now by Kool Moe D. Yeah, if you look, LL alleged Kango is at the bottom. Back to Back. I never saw artwork for Back to Back. Directed at Meek Mill. Y'all saw artwork? I never saw artwork for this. The song was just so explosive. You didn't even need artwork. Well, it says courtesy of Cash Money Records. Wow. This is Eazy-E. It's on Dre Day. Of course, I saw this picture, but I never saw this extended picture of the artwork and none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is ill. This is dope. This is dope. I like this. Shout out to Dr. Dre. Rest in peace to Eazy-E. Yeah, this is fire. Directed at Dr. Dre. Papoose First Chain remix. Directed at Big Sean. What the hell is this? I never even heard the record or saw this artwork before. Don't even know what the hell he's beefing with. The hell he's beefing with Big Sean for? I don't even know. Of course, I never saw this artwork, but I know the song Tim Dog, F. Compton, directed at Eazy-E, Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, and Miss L.A. One of the funniest records ever. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to the West Coast, all the bros out there. I'm about to say all the homies, but when you say homies, sometimes they start thinking you gang related. So I say the bros out there. Shout out to the West Coast, but this was a big record at one point. If you never heard F. Compton, go look up the video by Tim Dog, who's also deceased. Rest in peace. Wow, I forgot about this one. Elephant in the Sand, directed at Fat Joe. Wow. This is, I remember we was dropping off DVDs. Everybody kept asking us, all the DVD stores in New York kept asking, y'all got the Elephant in the Sand? We're like, why would we have the Elephant in the Sand? We don't do distribution for G-Unit. But this was a big mixtape in the street. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Fat Joe and 50 Cent and Who Kid. But if this is not, dude, this got Rado on it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I'll try to do, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, I don't go to this beat like it did the other one. The other beat was fire. Damn, I gotta listen to Ryder music now. Yeah, this was big. True York, I remember this. Directed at Jim Jones and Cameron, I remember this. By True Life, I remember this. Hosted by J Love. Shout out to J Love. I never saw this. Oh, wow. Duke the God. Shout out to my boy Duke the God. Jim Jones, Jim York, directed at True Life and Jay-Z. Never saw this a day in my life. Wow, that's very, very, he nailed it. You know what I'm saying? I never saw this before. Little Kim, Black Friday, directed at Nicki Minaj. I didn't see this before. Maybe I did. I think, yes, I did. Because if I'm not mistaken, this might be the mixtape she did via PayPal. Yep, there you go right there. Look at the bottom, PayPal. Yep. Yeah, this was through PayPal. And it did well, too. It did well. Although she got disrespected for doing a mixtape on PayPal, the thing about this that was dope was, I was telling people, she was able to create a database. So if she emailed her mixtape via PayPal, all these people had to put their email in, because PayPal was email, it's still email. She was able to create a database, and I thought that was a good idea at the time. So yeah, Little Kim, Black Friday. I forgot about this mixtape. I might have to go see if I can find that and revisit that. But in your opinion, which one was the worst one out of all of these? I ain't gonna front. This right here was the most impactful, because this is still when the mixtapes was in the street. You know what I'm saying? And this was crazy. You know what I'm saying? This was crazy. I don't remember this one at all. Dr. Dre, he been making fun. Never saw back to back. I remember this album cover. I don't know what this means. The push-ups, I don't even what that mean. I didn't even like that record. Never saw this Quavo, Icy Trey, directed at Joe Budden. This one was fire too. This one was, a lot of controversy behind that. Sheeta. It was another, yeah, I remember this too. I remember this, but I didn't think the picture was real, but I don't know. I didn't think it was real. Don't remember this too, over hoes and that's a glizzy eating? I don't know what that is. Is that a pretzel? But regardless, that's funny as hell. Goodness gracious. This one is, of course, hilarious. Rick Ross, man. Let me tell you something about Ross real quick before we go. Ross is one of the ones that you can make fun of. He's so delusional. Like, you can't even make fun of Ross. Ross is so delusional that he's unintentionally funny too. I don't even think he be trying to be funny, but Ross is delusional. You can't even clown Ross no more. You can't even say nothing about Ross because he'll just find a way to clap back, and it's so delusional that it's funny with the shit that he say, because he's one of the people who really believe his own bullshit. But out of these right here, what you think was the most disrespectful? Let me know in the comments. I'm Doggie Diamonds. This is Doggie Diamonds TV. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you hitting the like button. Hold on. Stop the music. Y'all hit the like. Y'all hit the like. Okay, you hit the like button and you're subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe. If you didn't, make sure you hit the like. If you didn't, share this. Leave a comment. Comment. Until next time. Peace.
Doggie Diamonds did this.